Hello and welcome to Lord Lukan. Timber me shivers and buckle me swash. We're off to the UK for 90 Day Fiancé. You know, UK, obviously. We'll take a dive into Jose, aka Jose's Skate.
Sexy girl.
Then we'll take a look into some of the greatest minds in Essex.
I just don't know what to think.
And Mert is looking for love.
Can you hear me?
Salutations and a warm welcome to you, dear viewer. And a thank you to the beautiful people who have subscribed. And Jeeves will be over to the members of the Lukan Manor for high tea and crumpets. So then, good old England land, where our accent gives us license to look dignified by sitting in some piece of crap we've knocked up in our sheds. First today we're going to Essex, or as the locals call it, Essex. It's the British New Jersey and gave us things like the entertainment broadcast and such cutting-edge thinkers as Joey Essex.
Because girls look at us and think, oh my god, what are they wearing?
And it also gave us this guy.
If there's a cult that don't want me, I want to know why.
In the last episode, Michael from Clacton-on-Sea was shown this. Yeah, I know, one of those flip phones. Mine totally broke and they refused to fix it. Hate those things. But just in case you weren't being busy concerned over my phone problems, that's also a picture of his girlfriend.
No.
Oh yes. Well, it's a picture of his girlfriend at least. In fact, if you go and look at what he's got, it's a tweet by a guy called Cyprian is Nikunde from Nikunde to the west of Uganda, who runs this website which streams African news. He even likes to post about Luto showing off his shiny pipework. On the post it says Michungu Sana, which is a phrase used when calling someone out for shame. But if you go to Cyprian's website, there's no mention of her at all. In my opinion, Cyprian has little spot of bother with a catfish who he thought was showing interest in his rod. Sure, I can't say for certain, but, well, I don't care. I'm going with that. I know nothing of the woman, but I'm going to say that she's unlucky, not unfaithful.
And he was saying about how she was swindling loads of different men.
Well, let's be a bit more specific. It's literally just one sentence, but it does have the word swindle in it. It's just him trying to make it sound worse, really, isn't it? The fact that a guy in the local public eye, who's friends with 4-star generals, may attract someone trying to fish for money. No, that would never happen.
Is she really who she says she is?
Try and sound intelligent, Michael. Well, let's all totally believe this one thing we've seen and feel all bad without knowing anything for sure. That's always a firm strategy.
I just don't know what to think.
Yeah, well, that's probably quite normal, really. But I think the word think is a bit ambitious. And his friend, this year's Gold Cup winner of Britain's most boring-sounding man,
She asked you for anything, or...?
is concerned that Michael may be walking into trouble on sea.
We'll be getting married to her in a couple of weeks.
Well, yeah.
Are you stupid?
And he doesn't know what to do. But he does know what to do.
I don't know what to do. Well, I know what to do.
See, it's this decisive nature that really made Britain what it is today. So, Mastermind Michael decides to tactfully approach the subject and see what happens.
You've got some explaining to do.
No or not. Maybe I'll just go ahead and accuse her straight away. Good job, Casanova. And Mercy says it's not her.
But I'm not Masika Meta.
Yeah, but how do I know that now?
Well, the fact that you know anything at all is still a bit of a shock. But this doubt doesn't go down very well with Mercy, who cuts off a slice of her mind about that one.
Don't you trust me? What the
Even with that reaction, and without all that pesky talking stuff through, Micah's digging his heelys in.
You're even the person you say you are.
Maybe just after see her ID. What? No, wait.
You want to get your passport out?
You idiot!
Bloody hell. Alright then. I guess we're going all in. I bet Mercy will love that.
Let me see.
This is really going well.
If you don't trust me,
I know, because I'm not an idiot, Michael.
And on that note, we're off to see the amazing British coast. And what could be more British than a visit from Adele?
Can't wait to spend 6 weeks in Turkey with Mert.
This is Shane. He's a transgender person from Devon. And she's about to fly out to Turkey to meet her boyfriend. Her mum is being very mumsy about it.
It's not quite accepted, is it? No.
Well, that's a bit like...
Just a flesh wound.
So everyone is a bit nervous about how they'll react to 6-foot Shane.
What happens if I do come back in a body bag?
Well, I'm sure it'll be a suitably fabulous body bag. But for Shane, the danger is very real.
Got to keep your head down and...
Well, that's what she's hoping for. Tee. Shane's mum's also got a dose of the concerns, the chief of which is...
someone will discover his true identity.
I'd be bullshit, Mum.
And Shane's mum's thoughts couldn't be clearer.
Basically, we've been beaten to a pulp.
What did he just say?
Basically, we've been...
And what of the man in Shane's life, let's go meet Mert.
I make a...
Total mess of the place. That's always a pain, all those petals business. Looks lovely, but all that tidying up, all the petals all over your perennials. Here's a tip. Do it in hotels so you don't have to tidy up. Anyway, from one plucky Brit to another, it's Louise. Now I can hear you pronouncing that name in your head, and I can hear all kinds of Gloucestershire, it's Gloucestershire, a bit like the Worcester in Worcestershire sauce, a place where everybody could do the beginning and end bits, but totally lose their minds in the middle. Gloucester gave us a guy who did Shaun of the Dead, the guy that did the Rocky Horror Show, and cheese. Anyway, Louise is going abroad to meet her man, and her son is fully supportive of her decision.
So you're really doing this thing then?
He's a little bit unhappy because his mum has decided to
fly to Colombia to marry a man that I've never met.
Because that's always a good idea. And then she utters the immortal line, which so many people do in these shows.
I had a message on social media.
Ah, of course, the old "someone sent me a message" storyline. How odd that seems to pop up just before they go anywhere. This particular message said that a man, Jose, was using his rap videos to show the local night workers his 2-bar a cappella.
Sexy girl.
What's this? A rapper on a show that I'm watching? Well, I think we all know that calls for a... Hang on a second. Jose Lopez, you say? You mean Jose Skate, author of such hits as Clan Clan Clan? Yeah, well, he does have 2 million followers on Instagram, where he does a lot of looking like you might be somebody, and burning his maths homework. Now that's gangster. Okay, so he looks like a somebody with his big hair. But what about those early Bruno Mars days? Oh, there, Jose. Leave some ladies for the rest of us. Jose has some kind of vibes where he was all sexy and well polished once, and now he's heading towards his 30s and has lost his shape.
You know, still got the skills.
For someone with so many Instagram followers, his early posts actually got millions of views, but his music has been getting lower views and listens. His Instagram shows him on the front cover of License magazine, a legit and rather high-end publication. Hang on a second, there's no mention of him there on the website or on the internet. There's an appearance on a site called Fashion Magazine NYC, which has a whole 3 lines about him. But this digital magazine is clearly about quality. Just check out this amazing cover with nearly Jennifer Aniston. Louise's son is rightly worried. He's got more reservations than Chris Crisp's granddad and doesn't want his mum to get hurt.
You still want to go over and see someone like that?
But don't worry, Louise is all about communication.
I spoke to him a little bit about it.
Well, you know, don't worry about all that tackle it before you go flying willy-nilly about the world business. We'll do that later. It'll be fine. But Louise's dad doesn't feel the same way.
Completely disregarded all of the risks.
So let's go off to Santa Marta in Colombia to meet the man himself just before he goes to meet Louise. And his energy totally won't get old quickly. He's kind of got those Bobcat Goldthwait vibes.
Thank you very much.
Louise then has a nice soft landing. And a nice warm welcome. But, you know, one of those warm welcomes where you think the other person has been putting Misty Crystal Boom Boom's kids through college.
I love you, chicken.
Yay, glad he keeps singing that annoying chicken song all the time.
When I first saw Jose, I really couldn't even feel my legs.
Yep, that's the deep vein thrombosis. Should have bought some of those special socks. But after the meeting, she's decided this is definitely Jose.
He is my Jose.
Shame. Could have had a shot at a different one. And they ride off into the Colombian sunset.
I love you.
Stop it! So they arrive at the hotel, and Jose's chucked a bunch of petals around too. And Louise shares thoughts on it.
And there's bits of pollen all over the bed.
And they get comfy in the world's smallest, most solid bed.
But all I could think was...
Then Jose goes off to do his laugh. Well, we go and catch up with Mert, who's waiting for Shane at the airport. Did you know that Mert means manly? And he's using this mating call to track down the elusive Shane.
Can you hear me?
And then the lovers meet and throw themselves at each other with wild abandon. Whoa, steady on there. Lift with your legs, Merty, not your back. And good old Merty knows what to say to a woman.
Baby, you my chunky baby. I like your chunky.
But it's all good. Shane is very happy with that little man and they head off to the hotel.
As long as he's by my side, I'm comfortable.
And when he's beside you, he doesn't obscure your view. Back at the passion pad, and Shane discovers Mert's handiwork.
Did you do that?
Imagine if you did pay someone to come up with that. But don't worry, Mert's thought of everything.
And you've got snacks.
Oh, what wonders await us. I imagine a guy with his creativity must have some treats in store.
Tits and ads.
Beer and a bowl of nuts. Good job.
Put like a spanner in the works there.
Oh, each to their own. I don't think Bob the Builder will want it back afterwards. And on that pleasant note, that's all we have time for this episode. If you liked it, please give it a like. And why not check out one of the other videos from the Lukan Vault. Hope to see you all again soon. And until then, stay beautiful. Love to my three. And you take care of yourself.